With Zachary here, General Murray and his men won't get away with anything today. Zachary's presence ignited the crowd's excitement. The 5 ultimate Grandmasters of Balerno were exceptionally skilled. Each of them was capable of taking on many opponents. At that moment, the Grant family had grown even stronger with Zachary on their side. "Arthur, I heard there was some commotion here. Do you know who's causing it?" Zachary approached confidently, his head held high. "Well, it's these people right in front of you." Arthur pointed to Christopher and his men. "Christopher, you were itching for a match, right? Well, now's your chance to prove yourself. Test your skills against Zachary. Let's see how you fare." Christopher furrowed his brow at the suggestion. He knew Zachary's martial prowess was as good as Paul's. Even at his best, Christopher wouldn't have been sure of victory. Now, he was still recovering from his recent injuries 2 days ago. If they clashed, there was no guarantee he would win. Calling for backup doesn't prove your strength. "If you're brave enough, challenge me yourself," Christopher said to Arthur. "Zachary is a guest of the Grant family, not a stranger," Arthur responded calmly. "Besides, I'm a civil servant. I don't engage in physical combat. If you're eager for a fight, then challenge him. But if you don't feel up to it, take your group and leave." "Old fool, you think you can outsmart me with this plan? Do you believe I can't handle you?" Christopher said firmly. "General Murray, I've heard about your long and successful career on the battlefield, with skills that left everyone in awe. You have never tasted defeat. I'm genuinely excited to witness your skills." Zachary flashed a sly grin. "Some argue that military strategy and martial arts are 2 different things. I'm curious if you are the master of combat, or is it my martial arts that will shine?" His words excited the onlookers as they sensed a challenge brewing. It was clear that a duel was going to happen. Christopher was best in strategy and tactics, while Zachary had few rivals in martial arts within the Balerno. Zachary had publicly challenged Christopher, and declining it would ruin Christopher's reputation. "Zachary, you're not qualified to take on General Murray. Allow me to take the challenge instead." Suddenly, a stern and authoritative female voice broke the tension. All eyes turned toward a striking woman in red armor with short silver hair and an intimidating aura. She was carrying a 3-foot viridescent sword and radiated a commanding presence. "Wow! Look who's here, the Scarlet Warrior. Gosh, am I imagining things? Dragonmarsh's top goddess of war has joined in, too? What's happening today? It's like a clash of titans. The gods are facing off." The place buzzed with excitement as Scarlet arrived. These were big names in Dragonmarsh, and catching a glimpse of even one of them was rare enough. The unexpected appearance of these extraordinary individuals was shocking. "Oh no, not her again," Kate whispered, hiding behind Tyler. The memory of Scarlet beheading Dylan with her sword still haunted Kate, filling her with fear. Could it be? Did Dustin also invite Scarlet here? Trent and the others were left speechless, their faces pale. Scarlet's appearance at the Harmon residence seemed like a coincidence back then. But her presence now clearly hinted at a strong relationship between her and Dustin. "Scarlet?" Tyler frowned, his expression turning grim. In Dragonmarsh's younger generation, Tyler was among the most skilled. But Scarlet was an exception. Despite years of hard work, Tyler had only achieved the rank of a 3rd-ranking General Lionheart. While Scarlet had reached the prestigious position of a 1st-rank goddess of war, allowing her to have close connections with the royal family. The difference between them was huge. "Oh, it's Ms. Spanner," Christopher remarked with a faint smile, showing little surprise. Considering Dustin's status, it made sense for someone from the Spanner family to be here. "Hey, wait up. Can you slow down a bit?" As Scarlet entered, a group of people followed behind her. At the forefront was a man dressed impeccably, exuding elegance and resembling Scarlet. Despite his unassuming appearance, the intensity in his eyes sent shivers down on everyone's spines. Adam Spanner. It's the god of war. The entire room burst into amazement once the crowd saw him. What? The god of war? This can't be real. Oh, my goodness. First, we had the Scarlet Warrior, and now it's Adam, the god of war. Is the world turning upside down? What's happening? Who could get the Spanners twins involved? With Adam's arrival, the scene became even more chaotic. Adam's reputation was comparable to, if not surpassed, Scarlett's. She earned her military rank through combat skill, bravery, and exceptional martial abilities. Conversely, while skilled in martial arts, Adam was also known for his strategic brilliance. During his military service, he won numerous battles, often overcoming numerical and tactical disadvantages with his brilliant plans. He was a mastermind. While Scarlett excelled in combat skills, Adam shone with his exceptional intelligence. These sibling prodigies, known as the Spanners twins, were unrivaled in military expertise throughout Dragonmarsh. We're in trouble now. The god of war has arrived. Kate panicked, sweating nervously. Dealing with Scarlett was already a challenge, and now they faced a double threat. How did this happen? Is there no hope left for the Harmon family? Trent and the others were disheartened. Their legs felt weak. They knew that if the Grant family couldn't deal with them, they would blame the Harmon family, making them the scapegoats. Scarlett. Adam. How did they both end up here? Tyler frowned, looking grim. The Spanners twins were the leading young talents of Dragonmarsh, the future pillars of the nation. They held higher status, power, and potential compared to Tyler. Their arrival felt like two imposing mountains closing in on him. Wow, it's quite the scene here. Adam observed the surroundings. With all eyes on him, he approached Dustin with a friendly grin. Bro, are we on time? Yes, you made it right on time. Dustin nodded. Great, Adam replied with a smile. He greeted Christopher and George. Hello, General Murray and Lord Zenos. No need for formalities, God of War, George quickly responded. Adam might have the same rank as George, but he had a lot more influence over him. Most importantly, Adam was still under 30, with unlimited opportunities to gain titles and honors. Hey, you two youngsters are here. Finally, I can take a break, Christopher commented, stepping aside as if he were just there to watch. Come on, Zachary, you said you wanted a challenge. Let's have some fun. Scarlett did not hesitate at all. She unsheathed her viridescent sword and pointed it at Zachary, her eyes filled with determination. Facing such a top-tier grandmaster like him was a rare chance, and today, she intended to make the most of it. Zachary's face froze, and he instinctively glanced at Arthur, who was beside him. He wouldn't be worried if he were fighting against Christopher, but this was different. Scarlett was more than just a Dragonmarsh's goddess of war. She had the royal family's support and high regard because of their position in the Spanner family. Scarlett was a prominent figure in the nation, establishing herself as a potential leader in the political scene. Zachary may be skilled in martial arts but would not dare to challenge such an influential person. Why are you silent now? Weren't you showing off just now? If you're brave enough, then fight me. Let's see your abilities, Scarlett jeered, shifting everyone's attention to Zachary. Zachary found himself in a dilemma. Acknowledging defeat would damage his reputation. But winning could lead to more trouble, risking consequences from the martial arts union and potential blacklisting. Scarlett, I used to have a close relationship with your father. Is it fair to bring a crowd to my mansion? Arthur asked seriously. Scarlett replied breezily, What does your connection with my father have to do with me? You. Arthur seethed with anger, feeling embarrassed to be reprimanded by someone younger. All right, let's calm down, Adam smiled and stepped forward. He turned to Arthur and said, Lord Grant, we didn't come here to cause trouble today. We are here to get justice. You're holding someone hostage, so it's best to let them be the best for everyone. Go. It'll. Adam, there appears to be a misunderstanding here. The Grant family values peace and doesn't kidnap people. Besides, today is my grandson's engagement. We wouldn't engage in such behavior, Arthur denied. Lord Grant, maintaining this formal facade won't help much. Your family's actions are clear, and you know it. It's better to admit your mistake before things turn ugly, Adam said with a forced smile.